Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome back to a monthly freezer meal prep. Today we're going to be doing some odds and ends and some breakfast prep. I'm really excited about some of these recipes. They turned out absolutely amazing. I also wanted to mention that Skillshare is sponsoring today's video, so stay tuned for that. Here after a while I will tell you a little more about that. So the first thing that I did was make some coconut milk ice cubes, and I used these little chocolate molds. I thought that they were a great size to go into some smoothie packs that I make a little later on in the video, and I completely forgot to do this, but I would have put in some stevia and some vanilla into the coconut milk if I would have remembered, but I forgot, so I'll just have to throw those into the blender when I make the smoothie packs up. Next, I went ahead and put a pound of sausage into the frying pan and kind of chopped it up for one of my egg bakes that I'll be making. And I also cut up some of these little sweet peppers. I love these things, and I feel like my daughters eat them a little bit better because the skin isn't quite as tough as a large bell pepper, and they're just so tasty and sweet. And I just chopped them up really small. So I have been on a major feta kick. If you love feta cheese a lot too, let me know in the comments. But I wanted to make a sausage, feta, and bell pepper egg bake. I just felt like that combination would be really, really delicious. So that is what I'm prepping all of this stuff for. And like I said, my daughters and I really love these baby peppers. In fact, they will eat these even raw with a little bit of a ranch. Break. I don't film these, but I thought I would insert this in here. I try to do this throughout my prepping so that when I'm done, I don't have a huge mess left at the end. thousands of inspiring classes for creators, explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. I have personally been using Skillshare for years, and I love the layout of their platform. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they are always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Also, as a busy mom, another feature I love is every single class is broken into sections, so I can watch small sections at a time and come back to it, making it possible for me to complete full classes. Skillshare's entire catalog of classes now offers subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Dutch. They have a huge variety of class topics, anything from creative writing to culinary skills, which of course may interest you since you are watching a cooking video. This is the class I'm currently watching. It is indoor gardening and how to grow houseplants, veggies, and herbs. I know that you all will love Skillshare as much as I do. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare to try out. All right, back to our prepping. So I laid out 2 large cookie sheets and I sprayed them down, and actually I ran out of spray later on, so I had to switch to the paper towel and putting oil in, but that's fine. So then I dumped my toppings in. I don't know if they would be called toppings, but my extras into my egg bakes. So I did the peppers and onions, and then the feta cheese and the sausage on one side, and then on the other side I went ahead and used my shredded cheddar and the bacon bits that I had chopped up. And I don't know about you all, I know I mention this a lot, but I love shredding my own cheese. I feel like it melts so much better and it just is so much more tasty. Amount. Sometimes I adjust it a little bit depending on how much filling or toppings I put inside of the egg bake. And this time I did some different things. I added some whole milk and some sour cream. I saw this idea on Pinterest and it did make the eggs a lot fluffier, but of course you may not want to do that if you are trying to stick with dairy free. I also put some salt and pepper in as well. For the second pan, I just kind of did them separately so I could manage and know exactly how much I was pouring into each pan. So the second pan, I just repeated the same steps. I did 24 eggs, I did a cup of milk, and a cup of sour cream with salt and pepper. Also, I did not film it, but it was quite a task to carry those to the oven and get them in without dumping them, which I did manage. Okay, so this is something that literally for months I've been wanting to do, and I finally came up with the recipe that I felt would work the best, and that is to do a strawberry baked oatmeal. In fact, my daughters have been asking for it. We love strawberry, and they wanted a strawberry baked oatmeal. So I did find this recipe on Pinterest. However, I did tweak it. I will leave the link below where all the other recipes are, but I added in some actual strawberry flavoring. I found it at Walmart. I think it calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So I did do the vanilla extract, and then I also added 2 teaspoons of strawberry flavoring. In fact, next time I could even maybe do 3. It seems to be kind of a light flavor. And then the other thing too is there was no sugar that went into this. It was just the maple syrup, which I felt added even more flavor. So it was kind of this strawberry maple deliciousness. I think we all agreed that this was the best baked oatmeal I have ever made. The consistency was excellent. And then I also wanted to bake them up into individual containers, so I used some of my glass containers. Extra pretty and fun to eat, I decided to slice all of the strawberries and then place them on the tops of each of the mini baked oatmeals. I could have diced them and thrown them in and mixed them around, but again, I just thought it would be prettier this way and that we would have more fun eating them this way. Point, my egg bakes had cooled down, and so I went ahead and cut them into portion sizes, and they were not completely cool, so I did transfer them to some wax paper and my cooling rack just to get completely cool before I put them into gallon Ziploc bags for the freezer. And I do heat these in my air fryer, so they're really easy to do in the morning, and I don't have to get out all of the things to make omelets. It's basically like having omelets on hand that you can heat up really fast. I did double the batch for these sausage bites, so it did make a good amount, and I was happy. I think if I make them again, I probably will make the same amount. Another little suggestion I have for you is divide your food up into the amounts that you need. Like for me, I just felt like it was appropriate that we would get 6 muffins out of the freezer at a time. Just make your portion sizes to what you need. I have gotten a ton of requests to show you guys how I make freezer meals. So I'm going to try to add them in to my videos here and there. So this is what I made for dinner this same day. I pulled out this lemon pepper chicken from the freezer, which by the way, I did not know that lemons freeze this well, but they look almost exactly the way that they did whenever I put them fresh into the freezer. And this chicken was amazing. I also diced up some potatoes to make like a Southwest potato fry. I did it in my cast iron skillet, and then I also did some green beans with some garlic and butter. It was a really great combination, and that's basically what I do is I pull out my meat, because a lot of my prepping I do is my meat or my protein, and then I add in some veggies as sides. The last thing I did was transfer the chicken from the oven into the air fryer just to get the skin a little bit crispy, and it worked perfectly. This meal was absolutely delicious, and I love freezer meal prep for this reason. You can get dinner out really, really fast. And I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to check out Skillshare in the description box. Leave me a comment. That always helps me out. Give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Yeah.